Every day, millions of people move through cities without ever noticing the invisible choreography guiding their journey. We walk, we drive, we cycle, and at every intersection, a quiet conductor manages the flow. It's not a person. It's not a machine in the traditional sense. It's a system, an intricate, evolving network of logic and timing that determines when we stop, when we go, and how smoothly our cities breathe. This is the world of traffic signal timing, the hidden clockwork that keeps urban life in motion. Traffic lights are so familiar that we rarely think about them. Red means stop. Green means go. Yellow means, well, that depends on who you ask. But behind these simple colors lies a complex science that blends engineering, psychology, mathematics, and even a bit of philosophy. Because traffic signal timing isn't just about moving cars. It's about shaping behavior, reducing conflict, and balancing the competing needs of drivers, pedestrians, cyclists, and public transit. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on this overlooked system. We'll explore how traffic signals are timed, why timing matters, and how cities are reinventing the way intersections work. From the earliest mechanical timers to AI-driven adaptive systems, this is the story of how we manage movement, and how the future of traffic might look very different from the world we know today. To understand traffic signal timing, we need to go back to a time before cars dominated the streets. The first traffic signal appeared in London in 1868. It wasn't electric. It wasn't automated. It was a gas-powered semaphore operated manually by a police officer. And it didn't last long. After just a few weeks, it exploded, injuring the officer and ending the experiment. But the idea survived. As cities grew and automobiles became more common, chaos at intersections became a serious problem. In 1914, Cleveland, Ohio introduced the first electric traffic signal. It had only two colors, red and green, and it was controlled by a police officer stationed nearby. A few years later, Salt Lake City introduced the first interconnected system, allowing multiple intersections to work together. This was the birth of coordinated timing, and it changed everything. For the first time, engineers could shape traffic flow using predictable, repeatable patterns. The age of traffic signal timing had begun. At its simplest, traffic signal timing is the process of determining how long each light stays red, yellow, or green. But that simplicity is deceptive. A single intersection can have dozens of timing parameters: cycle length, the total time for all movements to receive a green light; splits, how much of the cycle each direction gets; offsets, how signals along a corridor are synchronized; clearance intervals, yellow and all red times; pedestrian timings, walk and flashing don't walk intervals; left turn phases, protected, permissive, or both. Every second matters. Too much green time in one direction creates backups in another. Too little pedestrian time creates safety risks. A poorly timed yellow can cause crashes. And a mistimed corridor can turn a smooth commute into a frustrating stop-and-go experience. Traffic signal timing is a balancing act, one that must consider safety, efficiency, fairness, and human behavior. Traffic signal timing begins with data. Engineers collect vehicle counts, turning movements, pedestrian volumes, bicycle activity, travel speeds, queue lengths. They use sensors, cameras, and manual observations to understand how an intersection behaves throughout the day. Once they have the data, they use mathematical models to determine the optimal timing. One of the most influential is Webster's formula, developed in the 1950s. It calculates the ideal cycle length to minimize delay. While modern systems are more advanced, Webster's work remains foundational. But timing isn't static. Traffic changes hour by hour. That's why most cities use time-of-day plans, different timing patterns for morning rush, midday, evening peak, weekends, and late night. Even with these plans, timing is still an approximation. Real-world traffic is messy, unpredictable, and influenced by countless variables. Traffic signal timing isn't just about vehicles, it's about people. Pedestrians walk at different speeds. Cyclists may merge with traffic or use dedicated signals. Drivers may accelerate to beat the yellow or hesitate when the light turns green. Engineers must account for these behaviors. Pedestrian timing is based on an assumed walking speed, often around 1.2 meters per second. But cities with older populations or heavy tourism may use slower speeds. Yellow lights must be long enough for drivers to stop safely, but not so long that they encourage speeding. All red intervals must allow vehicles to clear the intersection before cross-traffic begins. Every detail is intentional. Every second is chosen with purpose. One of the most impressive aspects of traffic signal timing is coordination. When signals along a major road are synchronized, drivers can travel long distances without stopping, if they maintain the right speed. This is known as a green wave. Coordinated corridors reduce stops, fuel consumption, emissions, travel time. But they're difficult to design. Traffic must be balanced in both directions. Side streets must still receive reasonable green time. Pedestrians must be accommodated. And the system must adapt to changing conditions. Offsets, the time difference between the start of green at each intersection, are the key to coordination. Even small disruptions can break the wave, but when it works, it feels almost magical. Not all signals run on fixed timing. Many use detection, sensors that identify when vehicles or pedestrians are present. Common detectors include inductive loops in the pavement, video cameras, radar sensors, infrared sensors, pedestrian push buttons. When a vehicle is detected, the signal can extend the green, shorten the red, or skip unused phases. These are called actuated signals. Actuated signals are especially useful in low-volume areas or unpredictable traffic patterns. But detection isn't perfect. Sensors can fail. Cameras can be blocked. Loops can break. Still, detection has transformed traffic management, making signals more responsive and efficient. In recent years, cities have begun adopting adaptive traffic control systems. These systems use real-time data to adjust signal timing on the fly. Instead of relying on preset plans, adaptive systems analyze traffic conditions every few seconds. They measure queue lengths, travel times, and congestion levels. Then they adjust cycle lengths, splits, and offsets to optimize flow. Some use artificial intelligence to predict traffic patterns before they happen. Adaptive systems promised reduced delays, fewer stops, lower emissions, improved travel times. But they're expensive and require reliable detection and communication networks. Still, They represent the future of traffic signal timing. Cities around the world are shifting toward pedestrian-friendly design. Leading pedestrian intervals, LPIs, give walkers a head start before vehicles get a green. Scramble crossings stop all vehicle traffic and allow pedestrians to cross in any direction. Some cities use sensors to detect waiting pedestrians automatically. These strategies reflect a broader shift. Streets are not just for cars, they're for people. As cycling grows in popularity, intersections must adapt. Dedicated bicycle signals provide clear guidance for cyclists and reduce conflicts with turning vehicles. Timing must account for slower acceleration and different travel speeds. Multimodal timing ensures that cars, buses, cyclists, and pedestrians all have safe, predictable opportunities to move. Public transit plays a crucial role in reducing congestion, but buses often get stuck at red lights. Transit Signal Priority (TSP) aims to fix that. Buses can request extra green time, early green, phase skipping. This improves schedule reliability and reduces delays. But too much priority can disrupt traffic flow, so cities must balance efficiency with fairness. When an ambulance or fire truck approaches an intersection, every second counts. Emergency vehicle preemption detects approaching vehicles and immediately changes the signal to green in their direction. Cross traffic is stopped, and the intersection is cleared. Preemption saves lives, but must be used sparingly to avoid disrupting coordination. Even the best systems can fail. A broken detector can throw off an entire corridor. Construction can disrupt coordination. A power outage can force intersections into flashing mode. And sometimes, timing simply becomes outdated. Cities evolve. Traffic patterns shift. A once quiet street becomes a busy corridor. Regular retiming is essential. When done well, it can reduce delays by 10 to 40%, one of the most cost-effective improvements a city can make. Traffic signal timing isn't just engineering, it's psychology. People don't just experience delay, they interpret it. A short wait can feel long if the signal seems unresponsive. A long wait can feel acceptable if the system appears fair. Countdown timers reduce anxiety. Predictable patterns reduce frustration. Smart signals that communicate with drivers may one day reduce aggressive driving altogether. Around the world, traffic signal timing reflects cultural values. In Europe, pedestrian priority is common. In Japan, precision and safety dominate. In developing countries, rapid urbanization has led to creative, sometimes chaotic solutions. Despite differences, every city faces the same challenge: moving people safely and efficiently through limited space. What comes next? Some experts envision a world without traffic signals, where autonomous vehicles communicate wirelessly and glide through intersections without stopping. Others imagine smarter signals that adjust timing based on emissions, weather, or real-time pedestrian density. AI-driven adaptive systems will continue to evolve. Pedestrian-first design will expand. And cities will rethink how streets are shared. The future of traffic signal timing is dynamic, data-driven, and deeply human. The next time you're waiting at a red light, consider the system behind it. The sensors beneath your tires. The algorithms calculating your movement. The engineers who spent months designing the timing plan. The pedestrians crossing safely because of a few extra seconds. The buses arriving on time because of a green extension. The emergency vehicles reaching their destination faster because the intersection cleared just in time. Traffic signals are more than colored lights. They are the heartbeat of the city, quiet, constant, essential. This is the hidden timing that shapes urban life. This is traffic signal timing.